All right. I'm not even sure what day it is. I think it's the 22nd of December. Thanks for getting on, guys. I didn't want to make you if you're busy. It's like right before the holidays and everything is crazy. But if we're doing this now, it's going to throw us into like being ready for the new year. So I'm not stopping. So if you want to jump on the train, jump on. If not, that's fine too. So what I'm doing is I'm setting my goals for 2019. And the reason I brought the 20 and 30 back up to Cindy is I realized, especially after I rewatched the video, what I did in January really set me up for success for my entire year. Like, I know it's overwhelming. So if you watch the video and they talk craziness about giving up time with your family and giving up this and giving up that, don't, I didn't care for the verbiage that they used during that video because for me, it was kind of a turnoff. Like, I'm not going to not spend time with my family. But what I did was I worked really hard in the pockets of the time that I had away from them. Obviously, my Januaries are crazy. I have 2 kids in basketball. I have a competition cheerleader. Like, it's complete, utter chaos. However, everywhere I go, I meet new people. I talk to people. I create relationships. I make new friends so that wherever I am, it's valuable of my time. And if I'm sitting at a practice, I can work. So I usually use that time to get something done that I didn't necessarily have time to do during the day, or, because I do still work for my husband and he's pretty demanding boss, unfortunately. And I have 3 kids. So it's not like I'm only doing this. So that should give you hope that anybody can do it. But the biggest thing I can tell you, and I know that we're already setting you up for success as far as like we've scheduled launch parties, we've scheduled Super Saturday in March, and that was, I think, strategically done. I think Cindy knew that date. That's one of the dates of the 90-day success plan. So if you are not coming to NYKO, you need to download it. And what I would recommend you do is you go print it online to Staples or somewhere like that, because it's like 100 pages. And they are giving it to us in a bigger one this time, which will be nice because the small one was hard to read, hard to write on, but it's a lot of pages and a lot of content. And it's just, I typed in Isagenix 90-day success plan PDF and it popped up online. So you can send it over to Staples, print it out, and start, getting started in it. There's a lot of dates. So they're doing it in 30-day increments. So I think it starts January 14th. February 9th is like the first date. Corporate will be out and about doing events all over. So we'll probably be able to find one that's close to us. March 9th is clearly the next one. And then they're doing a virtual one in April for everybody. So just to put that out there. But as far as going back to the 20 and 30, I know it sounds really overwhelming to enroll 20 people in 30 days. I have never done that, but here's what I can tell you. The work I did in January, I enrolled 10 in February, and then every single month after that, I enrolled 5 to 7. Okay, so that's why I tell you it set me up for success. There were some people that I spoke to in January that did not enroll until June or July. So all of those meetings that I had, that I set up, and I'm a belly-to-belly person. I know social media gets your face on the planet. It might get you talking to someone, creating conversations with you. But me personally, and as my accountability partner, so I recommend all of you find someone that you can run with that gets you. Like, there aren't many people that get me because I'm a little crazy. She gets me because she's a lot like me. But, oh crap, now I forgot what I was saying. What was I saying? Oh, find an accountability partner. And what I was doing in January rolled out for the entire year. And I wouldn't say that I don't want to say it like this, but I don't know that I was like what the video said you should be. Like, tell your family that you're just, you're going to be off limits for all this time and whatever. Maybe if you wanted to do 20 and 30 days. But here's what I'm going to tell you. All honestly, I don't think you can coach people well if you enroll 20 people in 30 days. I don't think so. I mean, you could put them in a Facebook group and you could do a better job doing it that way and keeping them all contained and coaching people, because you literally, here's what I do. I coach people so very closely in their first 30 days so that they have amazing results. They have transformations and they share with their friends. So when I have 10, I'm kind of at my limit. I'm just saying for me, but so yes, it's overwhelming, but you do need to have a big list. You have to schedule the appointments, set aside the time that you're planning to work, whether it's 2 hours here, 3 hours there, 15 minutes, whenever you have 15 minutes. I work really well in 15-minute zones. Like I was on my way to the basketball game last night and I just kind of blitzed people to invite them to our event. I know I've talked to you in the past. I would love for you to take a look, no pressure. You don't have to respond right now, but the sale ends the 31st. Just basic stuff, right? So what I like to do is I like to have the appointments on my calendar when I feel like I have enough, because whenever I'm able to meet with people, so you can't just have a conversation over a text. It doesn't work that well. Not for me. I literally say, I'll share a little bit of information with you. I'll send you a video. I'll add you to HHP. Then we set an appointment. You want to know more information? You want to know pricing? You're going to meet with me. I'm not going to talk about it over a text. It just doesn't go well. So you have to decide how much you want to work, when you want to work, and what you want your goals to be. I'm just knowing that what we did in January really did set me up for success. And if you're starting it now, we can say, okay, official start date is January 1st. You're going to have a great year. I know that. So, and at the end, if you are going to work really hard and push harder than you normally do at the end of the month, I definitely recommend that you reward yourself some way, whatever way that is that fills your bucket. In the event, in the group that I put you in, there is a memory jogger that you can start writing down names of people. It kind of starts making you think about people you might not have thought of before. And what I suggest you do is you just reach out to them and create a conversation. Don't say, hey, would you like to take a look at Isagenix in your first sentence? Because people are going to be like, no. People love to buy things, but they do not like to be sold to. So you have to keep that in the front part of your mind too. And a lot of this elf on the shelf stuff that I'm doing is just trying to keep people watching me. You know what I mean? In the front of their mind, oh, you know what? Who's my health and wellness person? It's Sarah. So that's it doesn't always have to be an Isagenix post or whatever. You just want to be in the front of everybody's mind right now. And the more messages you do in Messenger, it does bring them back to your page on Facebook. And it might seem so this is where your mindset has to be kind of bold, and you have to let things roll off, because it seems like nobody's looking. It seems like nobody's commenting. It seems like nobody's really paying attention, which they might not be right now. It's a little crazy. But I know people do not comment, but because they say to me, oh my gosh, your posts are so funny. They've never liked it. They've never commented. They've never said a thing. And I'm like, oh, okay, so this is working. People are seeing it. They're just not taking the time to write anything to me. So don't let your mind tell you a story that it's not working when it is. Because a lot of this business is you have to have tough skin. It takes 4 to 6 touches with each person, sometimes over 4 to 6 months before they enroll. And now that I've been doing it almost 4 years, I get that. And the other thing I had to do last year was, so in your first year, you're kind of in your warm market. You're enrolling people that know you, that trust you, that know you, like you, and trust you. And then you turn into a phase where you really do have to meet new people. And then you have to develop relationships with them so that they know you, like you, and trust you. So I had to spend all of 2018 that's just my new normal. I'm meeting new people, I'm finding new friends, and I'm creating relationships with them. The other thing I wanted to talk about a little bit is the Leader in Action formula. You want to be doing something in your business during each month to be a leader in action. It can be enrolling 5 people. You can have rank advancements on your team. I don't know if I have the paper. I meant to have it ready so I could talk to you, but maybe next week we'll go over it in detail a little bit more so that you know what you need to be doing every 30 days. Because it kind of gives you a guide. And not that I was following it per se, probably until the end of the year when I really realized okay, what is this and what am I doing? Because it is hard to, if you're rank advancing people and creating consultants, that takes a lot of work too. So you're not necessarily enrolling. I try to do both at the same time, but it seems like I'm either enrolling or I'm promoting consultants or helping someone to manager or whatever. Like, and it takes time. Like I was working on 2 girls to help them get to consultant probably for 3 months. You know, like I was having launch parties. Like these people are down in Wheeling. And even when I go down there, I do invite my personal prospects, my personal people that I'm looking to get started. They don't always have time or not able to make it, but my girls were bringing people. But it took me a long time. Like I kept working. So in the month of November, I promoted 2 consultants, but I only enrolled 1 person. But when I enrolled 1 person, I also enrolled 4 people under them. So I had those were my 2 consultants for the month. So it's just give and take. So don't be hard on yourself, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And just think of the next 90 days, especially after NYKO. If you aren't coming, definitely. I know, Lindsay, you probably already have a ticket. Buy your live ticket. If you're able to have people come over, invite people over and do it together because it's always better with friends. Let's see. Print your success form, like I said, and just think of this as like it's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. And don't work yourself so hard that you burn yourself. Take breaks when you need to. It's kind of like when you're working out anyways, right? I will say, because I think I ran so hard all year, I feel like this month I've kind of probably taken a little bit of a backseat and just, I'm still working, but I didn't have any launch parties this month. My kids had so much stuff going on that I said, you know what? My husband's working late nights, weekends. I'm just going to, I still work, don't get me wrong, but I'm going to do and not overextend myself. So that's why I'm planning to go into January pretty strong. We have a business training on the 17th of January. I don't know if we have a definite date for a crockpot like team sip and sample yet. I know it was going to be the 23rd or 24th, so it'll be the next week. And then I want to get some things on the calendar for February, so we're kind of set. I do think now I've kind of gotten to know the girl at Schoolhouse Winery a little better, and now she will let me, I think, invite the whole team on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday so that we can like fill the place. So I kind of want to talk to her and get that started on the calendar. I think Cindy gave me a couple of days, like February 5th or something. So I'm gonna get that on the calendar so it's there, it's set in stone. I will probably once a month I'm gonna go to Wheeling too, because I have a lot of people down there. So I don't know if anybody has contacts there. You're more than welcome to send them. And definitely plan on Super Saturday in March. What else? I'm going to talk a little bit about the Elevate to Executive just because it's recording. So anyone who has not hit executive, and the promotion started October, so it's from October, I think 31st to March 31st. If you hit executive in that time frame, you just have to enroll 5 new members with 150 BV and be paid as for 3 weeks, and you'll earn a trip somewhere. We don't know yet where, but I think, they'll announce it at NYKO, which is awesome. The other thing I want to talk about a little bit is the Results Not Resolutions campaign. So there's PDFs they're saying on Isagenix Business. I have not found them yet. I looked quickly. I'm going to have to try to find them so that we can start promoting that. So here's the deal. They have to opt in to the Results Not Resolutions. They'll be placed on a list. They will have access to Dr. Paul's calls every week. They'll be getting a drip email once a week, which will have workouts, emails. Because someone said to me, oh my gosh, how can they guarantee 10 pounds? Wonder if they don't follow the system. Well, they have to opt in and say that they're committed. They have to follow what the coaches are telling them to do. So it's not like they just get their money back if they get started and they don't open their box and they want to send it back. Okay. But we know if they follow the system, it's going to work, right? because it just does. Like anybody can lose 10 pounds. I lost 10 pounds in 2 weeks and I didn't have that much to lose. So anybody can lose it if they follow it because we know it works. So think about those people that I might put something out there like, anybody need to lose 10 pounds, especially after Christmas? Like they might not be thinking about it right now because they're still eating cookies, but they're going to. Because I have a lot of people going on vacation in February that are like, oh my gosh, I do not want to go on vacation like this. So guess what? We can get people started in January and they can look good by February. I mean, getting 10 to 15 pounds off makes you feel like a lot better, you know? So you can probably need a new swimsuit at that point, you know? So think about who you know of that might just need to lose 10 pounds. But someone that needs to lose more than that, we know it works too. So that's huge. Oh, and congratulations to Jen. We're so excited. She's now coming to NYKL. So if you change your mind and you want to come last minute, you know that you can still go. Because Jen's making it happen.
Got everything booked in 24 hours, so.
That's my girl. All right, guys. Is there anything that I went too quickly over or that I didn't touch on that you wish I did?
Did you say anything about the vision board party on the 5th?
Oh, I did not. So Cindy is having a vision board party on January 5th at 10:30 in the morning. My son plays in Canton at 9. And I'll probably have to bring him home. I don't know. My husband has usually been working on Saturdays. I doubt he's going to be off. So I will get there whenever I get there. But I know I already had Selena and Maria both say they can't come. So I'm really thinking about having another one somewhere else, probably after NYKO, maybe towards the end of the month. Unfortunately, my Bolivar location at the Township building is now, it's a $100 deposit and a $50 rental fee. So we don't have that anymore, but Holly can get us the yacht club for free, which is, it's a big place. Like it would be, I think it would be perfect for the vision board party. It might be a little bit out of people's way, but it's big. We can't bring outside food in to there either, but it would be great for even like a team party or something at the end of the year, which I do think we've grown enough. And after the fact, I realized, you know, like it's December and I'm like, I should have had my own team party because there's plenty of us that I feel like I should have done that. So I think I'll be looking to do that next year. What's the other location? Tessa had mentioned that maybe we could do the New Cumberland Township building too. And I would like to have something more central like Bolivar location, but I don't know.
How many people do you think?
It won't be like when we're at Cindy's when there's like, you know, the whole team. I'm thinking, I don't know. I could count them up and give you a number. Are you thinking you have room at your house?
Yeah.
Okay. We could do that. All right.
Especially if I set up another couple tables or something.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Eventually I will have room here. Well, I don't know if I'll have room by January. It's like I have a conference room here at our office. The table's not here yet, but I could put up tables even here. I could do here. We could do that. And then it doesn't cost anything. And so my office is in our commercial building. My father-in-law lived above it for a while, but he just moved out. So now I have a full kitchen upstairs. So I wouldn't say a full kitchen. It's a small apartment, but we could do things where we're cooking. I was thinking like, wonder if we teach like some meal prep ideas, you know, to get people in the door. So something like that. Ideas for later, but maybe next week we'll share goals so you can start thinking about what your goals are for 2019. Besides running a marathon. You already know that. That's kind of a huge undertaking.
Yeah.
All right.